So I graduated from BYU years and years ago. I won't say how long ago, but I started out my career working for a small graphic design company called LogoWorks, doing a PR internship. So I was kind of the grunt worker, doing press clippings and just kind of checking things. And I from there kind of worked my way into a management position. So I managed some aspects of the PR program. And one of the things I did was I started compiling newsletters that we would send to our customers through email, and that turned into a role where I was running email marketing. So I kind of made a little bit of a switch from your traditional PR to more the online marketing side, and that role turned into a customer retention role where I was in charge of keeping all of our customers coming back and informed about our products. And then we were acquired by Hewlett-Packard, and so I stayed around doing the same type of work for them as a part of Hewlett-Packard, and that was kind of a crazy transition, working from a small startup business to a gigantic corporate, Fortune 12 size company. But I enjoyed it. It was nice to kind of learn how the corporate side worked and see how things went. From there, I went to work for an interactive agency in Salt Lake called Neutron Interactive, and my responsibility there was same type of work, customer retention, and then I started also doing customer acquisition, so bringing new customers in the door, and so I did a lot of writing there and learned a lot about some of the online marketing channels that were out there. And then one day I got a phone call, and it was someone from Skullcandy, and saying they wanted to bring me over to do more of the same type of email marketing. And so I initially went over to Skullcandy to do that, and we were just growing so much that it turned into a bigger role where I became responsible for all the social channels, all the content channels, anything that has to do with digital marketing and really driving communications with our customers. And so that's kind of where I'm at today. Yeah, I think it really comes down to if you understand what you're all about and what you represent as a brand and a company, what you're trying to achieve, those are really the guidelines that you can use to define who your customers are, right? This is who we represent. These are the type of people we're trying to communicate and build a relationship with. And there are people that are kind of on the edge of that definition. And so those are the customers that are going to interact with your brand, but maybe something about the messaging, or maybe something about the product, or maybe something unrelated just doesn't jive with who that customer is. And so you kind of have to just make a decision. These are the customers that we're going to focus on. These are the ones that we're going to work really hard to make happy and hope we can make passionate about what we're doing. And we do as much as we can within that framework. And there are customers that just don't fall within it, and so you have to be okay with the fact that some of them are going to walk away, and competition is good for that reason, because there's another company that maybe aligns better with what that customer is. So you can't own everyone and you can't please everyone, but you define who you're going after and you run with it. It's a tough one, but I think there's a few things that really go a long way. One of them is diving in and being open to learning as many new things as you possibly can. You learn a lot of good basics as you go through the program, and one of the things I'm really grateful for is really learning how to become a good writer. And writing is, how can you tell a good story if you don't know how to write? But it helps you in all aspects. So writing and continuing to be a good writer is definitely a part of it. And I would say find out what you're passionate about and jump in with both feet. The last thing you want to be is cocky and think you know everything, because you do learn a lot, but you go into the real world and all of a sudden you realize how little you really know and how fast-paced the world is and how fast things change. And so just be open and learn as much as you can, and as you learn it, you'll build confidence, and you'll test things, and you'll try things and have successes, and you'll try other things that fail, and as you keep going, you'll kind of get yourself an artillery of tools that work really well for you. So be humble and dive in.